No, I'm not lucky, I'm blessed. Yes, clap for the heavyweight champ, me. But I couldn't do it all alone.
What is going on, guys? Welcome back to the I'm Not Lucky, I'm Blessed podcast, the show where we celebrate young entrepreneurs and their achievements, and then we teach up-and-coming entrepreneurs how to make profit using their passion. And as usual, I'm your host, Lucky the Most. Enjoy the show. So today, I have a good friend of mine in the building. My client, my client that has a very, the first day I met this lady and she told me about herself and her brand, I was so impressed. I literally took out my phone and went online to visit her website, Hello, and she's a hat maker here in Boston, Massachusetts, homemade hats. And without even wasting any time, I'll let her introduce herself to you guys, okay? Ladies and gentlemen, make some noise for the one and only Salome.
Thank you very much. Thank you for having me here.
My pleasure.
I am really happy to be here and also talk about us as a woman entrepreneur here in Boston.
Love that.
So my name is Salome Kopasz.
Yeah.
I was born in Africa.
Awesome.
I grew up in France.
Okay.
Now I live here in Boston. I went to School of Fashion Design here in Boston, and I did master art here in Boston as well. So
Wow.
I graduated here a few years ago.
Wow.
And I started my brand during the pandemic. So the story is that I was like drawing and thinking about me doing the New York Fashion Week in September. So
Yeah.
that would be like my first big
Collection, yeah.
And then the pandemic come and just hit everything. So everything shut down. So I started to make masks at
Yeah.
the time. So I live across Pine Street. Pine
Yeah.
Street is for the homeless people.
Yeah.
And that was a time that you couldn't have any mask anywhere, even online.
Wow.
And at the time, actually a lot of homeless people were dying more.
Yeah.
And I was at my home and I could see that. So I decided to start to sew masks for them.
Wow.
So I remember the first time I sewed 30 masks. And that was the time there was not cat on the street, okay?
Yeah.
So I called them and they told me drop in front of the door.
Yeah.
So I drove in front of the door. On the process doing that, I make some pictures and I put on my
Instagram, yeah.
and then people started to contact me.
Are you serious?
Yes, that's how Elora started last year. And then I started to make for restaurants, for
Yeah.
company, for friends, for clients.
Really?
Yes, that's how. Yeah.
So
that's
this
how
was
I
not
started.
something you planned on, like.
No.
I mean, you had a plan
I
of
had a plan to
open the
do
business, yeah,
beautiful
yeah,
dresses, right?
yeah.
And it didn't work that way, but I learned a lot about the experience. That
Yeah.
We do fashion as kind of like just like physical, to look good.
Good, yeah.
But actually, the experience gave me the opportunity also to help through my work or my passion, like doing the mask. Actually, I feel like you're helping people to protect themselves.
Yeah, yeah.
That was like something different. I never thought about fashion. That
Yeah.
I could be there. So
Yeah.
and it was a great experience.
Wow. Shout out to the pandemic,
Yeah.
A lot of things happened during the pandemic. I started my podcast during the pandemic, so.
Yeah. I mean, don't get me wrong. It was a really rough time.
Yeah.
But like business is a business, and fashion is fashion.
Yeah.
Okay, you create something that people want to wear, and also if you save life, that's even better, right?
Yeah,
But
that's true.
But it was the same process as a business. Like you're buying fabric, you're sewing, you talk with clients, and the whole thing, and then I started sewing myself at home. I was sewing like 100 masks a day until 2 a.m.
Really?
Yeah, until I found a manufacturer, and then because I started to have more demand. So it's kind of like starting a project like in a different way, but it works out, for me. Yeah, because I mean, what I'm going to do at home, like for a year
of pandemic,
like,
nothing. Yeah. So people always say something that if you want to be an entrepreneur, you just have to look for a problem and provide solution to, and that's basically what you did. You saw a problem that people needed face masks, and your goal was not even to make money out of it. It was just to provide with fashion attached to it. So like, yep, we are saving you, but we're also making you look fancy.
They was like really cute, and people was like, okay.
Your face masks are cute. I saw them.
Yeah.
Like this little Victoria's Secret.
Yeah.
Remember I told you, I was like,
like a
I was like, this is
Yeah, so and I mean, and like the most of the time I was doing that with like a fabric I already have at home.
Oh.
So I was doing with what I have because you couldn't even find like elastic online.
Online,
So
yeah.
You like it was, and it's also very interesting process of creation.
Yeah.
You know, like you create with what you have,
Mm.
and yeah. So
What did you learn during that process of creating with what you have?
So I think this is very African.
Oh,
I remember I have 7 brothers.
Yeah.
And I remember when I was kid, I was doing my home doll, like with the herbs, you clean the herbs, you do with the old shirt, you're
Yeah.
gonna dress your doll. It's not like we didn't have the money like to pay like the doll for everyone. You
Yeah.
have to create your own thing if you want to play. I remember making cards.
Yeah, yeah.
We were making our own ball to play football.
Yeah.
Doing my own ball. So you just like
So
learn
this
how to do things with your hands.
so this was not something that started today. It's something you've had even when you were a kid.
Yeah, I think you just learn how to, when you need something, you just figure out how
To
make
get it done.
Yes.
Yeah, that's so true.
Yeah.
Like even with the pandemic, I'm a fitness trainer, and then gyms weren't open and all that.
Yes.
And I remember like using what I had in the house to train, and that came because of, like you said, coming from a place where you didn't have anything.
Yes.
Back home in Africa, there were no gyms, but
Yeah.
I still wanted to work out, so I remember like using trees to do exercise,
Yeah,
and
and
you become creative.
Very creative,
Yeah. Wow, that's powerful.
That's good.
Yeah, so we've come. So there's this thing I always like to start the conversations with on the podcast. It's a question: do you think you're lucky or you're blessed?
I think I'm both.
Both. I like that. Why? Why do you say that?
So I mean, luck also with, I think there's a lot of work
Yeah.
that you have to put in. Like it doesn't drop to the sky.
Yeah.
So by doing the work, you have opportunity that come in front of you
Yeah.
because you take action.
Yeah.
And I think luck really connects with action.
Action,
sometimes. And I'm blessed because I am a child of God. I believe in God. I believe
Yeah.
that I'm blessed because even when I said I'm blessed, I'm pretty sure that I'm blessed because last year, what happened, a lot of people lost their
Jobs.
home
Yeah.
and job, but I had an opportunity to do something better. So yeah, I think that I'm blessed.
That's beautiful.
Yeah.
That's beautiful. Thanks for sharing that. Yeah, same here. I think I believe in both, but like Molly on the blessed.
Yeah.
Luck is like 10% of my life. If I like, but your name is Lucky, I'm like, yeah, that's just a reminder that I'm not lucky.
Yeah, I'm blessed.
I'm blessed.
Yes,
Yeah. So you started this business. What are some failures that you have encountered? Because the reason why I want to start with failure is that it's easy to talk about success. The sweet part, the beautiful part. But like starting this business, even with the pandemic, the face mask, like what are some failures that you encountered, and how were you able to overcome most of these failures?
Yeah. So for me, the first failure, as I said before, is like I'm a trained cocktail evening gown, okay?
Oh, wow.
And that's what for me, I thought that would be the thing.
Yeah.
And when it didn't work out, for me, it was a failure.
Wow.
Because I went back to school for like almost 4 years, and to make this happen. And when it didn't happen, for me, it was a failure.
Gotcha.
And I didn't think that as a pandemic thing. I just think that I couldn't make this happen.
Yeah.
So that was one. But and then I learned from that. That's
Gotcha.
how I learned that okay, this is not happening. Let's try to do something else. That was like my fail. But like this one, you can also learn from your failure and move forward. Like I could stay in my house and just complaining that how it didn't work.
Yeah.
And then take the opportunity maybe do something else.
That's true.
And even it wasn't something I wanted to do. I didn't work. I'm like, oh, I want to do maths. My God,
Yeah.
It's like it happened. It was coming from a failure that I failed because I remember I was crying like for 2 weeks.
Wow.
Like, oh, this is not happening. But the things like the pandemic, but we couldn't see how big it was in the beginning. We were just like, oh, maybe it's gonna like a month, but it didn't happen that way. So that was one of the failure, and then after I can say that failure is just like learning process.
Yeah.
Yes.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Wow, that's powerful. So there's something you said wait. Hmm. There's something very powerful you said. Okay, but looking back at, those moments that you thought you failed, do you still classify them as failure, or you're like, hey, it's all good, like I
Yes, it's still because in the end I didn't end up doing top television collection and
yeah,
having my collection showing in New York. So
yeah,
yes, for me, yes, it still
it
is.
still is.
Yes.
Okay, that's good. So like, how was the journey like for you? You know, where did you start from?
So so after that, so like I told you, I started to make masks and it started to work actually very well, very fast. And then when the pandemic started to slow, I started to think about, okay, what's next?
Yeah.
Because I'm happy that we don't have to wear the mask
Anymore.
anymore. And then I love to do my hats. It's
Yeah.
something I'm passionate about. I
Yeah.
kind of, the thing is like I'm really having a hard time saying, yeah, I'm a fashion designer, couple I'm a hat maker. I also like to do jewelry. There's a lot of things that I love to do, and just confine myself on one thing. But I'm like doing by step.
Yeah.
Now I'm a hat maker,
Which is beautiful,
yeah.
Yeah.
So after the pandemic, I start to make hats again, and I make them at home. Here in the South End in Boston, I have my studio at home,
Yeah.
and it's unique pieces. Like each art is very unique.
For real.
I only do one each.
For real, for
Yes,
real, for real.
yes,
Guys, you guys can see how beautiful this thing is in front of her. Also, like the first day I saw them, I was like, it's for me. It was even the names you gave to this
Yes,
hat that
Elov.
blew my mind. Yeah,
And actually, Elov in Hungarian means moving forward.
moving forward.
So and I love the idea, like just like us moving forward,
Yeah.
going, like, and also the fact that the brand helping other people to moving forward to their life.
Yeah.
So I felt that it was
It wa-
right one.
It was perfect too with after the COVID,
Yeah.
moving
Yes.
forward, it's
That's
like
true.
let's all just move forward, look beautiful and move forward.
Yeah.
Let's move forward, look forward to the future and just
Yes.
move forward. Yeah.
Yes. And also about something is really important for me is like fashion with purpose. Like I love fashion, but I also love helping people.
Yeah.
So with that, I can combine those two things that really close to my heart. So.
Fashion and helping people.
Yes,
Yeah.
yes.
Yeah.
For me, just like only the creating process, like just to be beautiful. It, that's not why I wanted to do.
It's not complete.
No, it's not complete for
Yeah.
me. Exactly.
Yeah.
That's the word. Yeah.
That's powerful.
Mhm.
Yeah, but so why did you go into the lane of fashion and helping people?
So the fashion. So I was a model for 12 years.
Yep.
Before I became a fashion designer.
I was waiting for you to share this story. I've seen the pictures. It's there, right? I've seen a lot of it. I'm like, are you serious?
Yeah.
Like, yep.
I was a model for 12 years in
Yeah.
Paris, and so I fall in love with fashion while I was modeling, because I saw how passionate the fashion designer are and the way they were doing the work, and that's how I fell in love. Like, could see how they were doing. I was like, I want to be part of this team. I like this. I like this world. And,
Yeah, yeah.
And actually, I was thinking like, even when I was a model, I was already like feeling myself more comfortable on the shoes of being fashion designer, because I like the creation process. So yes, and yeah.
So you know how you told me that you weren't even planning to go into the fashion world? Someone recommended it to
just
you, and then
happened to me,
can you
yes.
share that story?
So I am in Barcelona, in Spain, and I have a friend of mine, and she's a model.
Yeah.
And she was like, come with me, I'm going to do a casting. So I'm like, okay, we go together. And it was, I think it was Coca-Cola, I think. And so the thing is like a 2 hour. This is like first casting I never did, so I'm waiting for her wedding because it's long. They have like
Yeah.
200 models
Yeah,
there.
yeah.
Wedding. And so I'm sitting on the stair, I remember, and the guy passed and he went back. So he went back to see the book. It's like, there's one more there on the stair. I didn't see her. And they're coming to me like,
I'm not a mother. Look alive.
I'm not. And they're like, you should. And so they asked me to come back the day after.
Yeah.
I did the director of the agency. He did like few pictures of me, like just like a portrait or straight one that only like something you need to have to sell a model.
Yeah.
And that's where I start. And it started very fast actually. Yeah.
So how was it like telling your family, African parents,
Yeah.
you like telling them you're going into fashion and all that, like.
Oh yeah, that's another story. That's another story with my mom. But I don't even think that they understood
Yeah.
at the time.
For real, for real.
And then more I was in the world, more they were seeing pictures, seeing me, video, and see also how well I was doing. They started to respect that.
Oh wow.
Because in the beginning it was like, my mom was like, what is that? Are you getting paid for that?
For that.
Yeah, so, and when she see that I was doing well, the money was good,
Yeah.
and I started to be respected by that, she's actually, I go home, she could have my pictures at home, like, okay, she's getting it.
She's becoming a fan.
She's getting it. So, yeah, but it was a great experience.
Oh, wow.
Yeah, it's a different world, but I travel a lot. That's how I learn, about life, about people, about different cultures, just by traveling, met a lot of great people, yeah.
Okay. I like that.
Yeah.
Yeah. So what is the mission for LO? You already talked about the meaning of the name moving forward. Like what's the mission statement? What does it represent?
So, LOR, it's really here to, yes, we do whatever we do as a brand.
Yeah.
But the mission here, it's really to have percentage of our sell to help education and women around the world.
Oh, wow.
A woman in need, that's our mission.
Okay.
So we want that people know why they are buying our brand, and also it's also that it's a beautiful product.
Yep.
It's authentic.
Facts.
We have the story.
Yeah.
It's like beautiful handmade. We are losing the handcraft and handmade old things today because you buy something $20 or $40 and then you wear it one time
And it's gone.
and then it's gone and then it's manufactured in China or
Yeah,
something.
yeah.
So this is really like
Homemade.
Homemade.
Yeah, in Boston,
home-
Massachusetts.
Exactly,
Wow.
customized one pieces. I work a lot with clients, one to one.
Yeah.
Like we do like exactly what you want. We come up with, can sketch, come up with an idea, and then we move from there. So it's really something unique.
Wow. No, it is 100% unique. Like, there's a thing about your brand that I love. It's that uniqueness you get, right?
Yes.
From the face mask and to you go above and beyond to do things. You don't just do face mask. Let's just do regular ones and just sell for money. You get right? Yeah, we could just sell $5 and make 50,000 face masks and just sell. But yours is like I want to sell just one, and I want that thing to be unique.
Yeah, and actually I had a lot of. It was hard for me to find a manufacturer actually.
Wow.
Because I create my pattern.
Yeah.
And then my pattern actually is really hard. It takes more time to put together. And the people was like, why are you doing this? Just like do something simple.
Some simple, yeah.
This is like time is money, and this is take too much time. Until I find someone who actually can do what I create. You know.
Yeah.
So yeah. Just stick with the quality. I love quality stuff,
Where did that come from? The fact just loving quality.
Just I think just about I love beauty.
Yeah.
And I love like when you wear something like for 5 years, 10 years.
10 years,
like,
yeah,
have
yeah.
a story,
Yeah.
have you. And I love that. I love something that you can become like something can become part of yourself. So sometimes I'm a hat woman. I love hats. So when people not see me, they're like, okay, Salome, it's a hat. It's like you have a shirt or a dress that maybe you've been wearing and have the story with that dress because maybe you want to just like a beautiful evening and then you find the woman in your life. She's like, or you have this bag that your mom gave you and you've been having it for like 20 years, I love like stuff like that who have stories, you know.
That's so true.
And that's why I'm trying to, to recreate that people actually have, like, for long,
Yeah.
and, like,
For a long time.
Yes.
Yeah,
Have
yeah,
them for a long time.
yeah. Because I have been in a situation where like I've gone out to buy clothes and before now just I'd rather have so many cheap things that don't even last. You get right.
Yeah, yeah,
So it got to a point I'm like, look, we can't be doing this. We just if it's buy something with good quality that's gonna last you for a long time.
Yes.
And then I changed my mindset from doing that to just sticking with, it doesn't matter the price if it's a good product. Just
Yeah.
get it and just
Yeah,
most of them.
yeah, and good product is not just the material. It's
Yeah.
like who did that,
Yeah.
I don't think you are happy like you wearing something like doing like with like
Machine
10
made.
years skills in China or something.
Yes.
As it's a whole it's the whole process around.
Wow,
Who made
wow.
my clothes.
Yeah.
Who made your clothes.
Yes,
Who is
yes,
coming from.
yes.
You know that it's gonna last long. You know that it fits you better. It
Mm.
makes you feel better.
Yeah, yeah.
It's it's just the whole idea
Wow.
of that.
Well, I like that. I like that. Because imagine hearing that it was a 10 years old or 7 years old kid in China that did this. You would not look at the hat the same way.
No, it
You'd be
doesn't
like,
have
nah, I
that,
don't want to
yeah.
wear that. It was made out of child labor or something.
Yeah.
But
And
hearing.
it have a different, and I also believe that it have a different energy to it when you wear it.
Yeah,
you know?
yeah. So, what's the making process of?
The hat, for example.
Yeah.
So I buy the bodies.
Yeah.
They are handmade in Ecuador, and then I block them.
Yeah.
So I steam them, block them, and then when I finish to do the blocking, I
Mm.
let them sit for a few days
Wow.
so they take the form.
Yeah.
And then I'm gonna steam that again, and then I'm gonna start making the form, and then when I finish I do the lining inside, and then when I finish with the lining, for example, if you touch the copper one, you
Yeah.
can see, for example, inside, I can show you inside.
Oh, okay. Let me bring this.
So,
Wow.
so I block, and then when it come, usually it come like a run like that,
Yeah.
and then this is like
You make all
sculpture
this, yeah.
with my hands.
Wow.
So you sculpt it so it doesn't look like any other hat. It's like you sculpting it with your
Yeah.
hands.
Yeah.
And then you have the lining inside.
Inside is beautiful.
That you put the lining.
Yeah.
And then that sewing process here, it takes you like at least like 3 hours just to put this one here. So like, and then you do the decoration and everything.
Yeah.
It takes you about a week, to do a good hat, to good quality, It
Really?
takes time to do it, yeah.
Where did you learn all this from?
So I learned, actually I went to
Yeah, we should keep this one.
So I always wear hats, and I would customize my own hat before until
Wow.
I decided, okay, I really want to do this. So I found this guy in New York called B.M. Franklin. I went to visit him, and I did 3 days of hat course with him. And then after that, I just started to do my own hats.
Mm.
So yeah, so that's how I learn, and also it's a learning process. Every day that I'm doing,
Yeah.
there's things that I don't know, and there's things that I'm learning, and you learn online on the booth, and it's because 3 days is good to start one to happen, and then you just have to keep practicing.
That's true.
Yeah.
So how long did it take you to practice to make this hat?
So the practice, I know when I finished the 3 days, I started making hats.
Oh wow.
But I was ready.
This is interesting. Like, it's good to some of those things you're saying. This is my first time hearing this from you too,
Okay.
and it's just nice to hear that, hunger in you, and that gift to just fashion wise. You get it, right? Because when Salome and I are working at, it's not the same. Okay, she's struggling, man. But it's good to know that there's some field that she's excellently. I think if you teach me here, I'll be struggling on this one. So.
Of course, this is your field, right?
Yeah.
That's why I can see you because
Yeah.
I need help.
Yeah, for real, man, for real. So, what differentiates you from your competitions? Like, because if you go out there, there's so many hats like that look like this. Some don't even look like this, but like, what's that unique thing in you that just makes your hats different from the rest?
So, because they are unique, my my hat doesn't look like any other hat
For real.
in the market.
Yeah.
When I see, even I have people that I love out there who's like a great hat maker.
Yeah.
If you put my hat, you can see the difference, and I I can also say that because they're unique, but there's a lot of unique hats. It's just like, I know that I'm doing something that I'm proud of,
Yeah.
something that I'm passionate about,
Yeah.
and something that people love.
Yeah, yeah.
And that, it doesn't have to be also something like magical. It just has to be like you put yourself in the place that you're working. You're creating something that people love and make them feel good, confident.
Yeah.
This is something about my product is that people feel confident when they wear it. I think I am someone who has a lot of confidence, and
Yeah.
I think you can see through my
Hard.
design.
Your design,
they're bold,
they're
like-
really bold.
Yeah, they're bold.
Even if someone that don't have confidence put them on, will have.
It's like if you're like you can put them if I think you have that feeling too
Yeah.
about women boldness. Yeah.
Wow. So these are like unisex, right, guys? And
Yeah, guys
Yes.
and women. Yes, we do both.
wow. So there's this thing I hear from like you speaking, and I hear so much like passion, purpose, in this hat making. You get it, right? Someone else might just say, "Nah, she's just making hats," but to you, it's like, "No, this is more than that."
Yeah.
Yeah, this is like me trying to fulfill a purpose here.
Yeah.
Yeah, what is that purpose? What's that purpose behind?
So for me, but like I said before, is that doing something that I'm passionate about.
Yeah.
And then that things that I'm passionate about, helping people, like helping women and helping kids, having better education around the world. That's the purpose of the brand,
Yeah.
and that's mine too. I wouldn't do like hat just to do hat.
Two hats, yeah,
It
yeah.
have to go with that purpose.
Yeah.
And that's for me the purpose of anything I do. It's just like have to have that attachment on that.
Wow, that's nice. And you also spoke about how you guys are giving back.
Yes.
Yes. So what are these countries or like in what areas are you giving back to?
So last year, we were giving like each week we were giving like a 30 masks in the pantry.
Wow.
This year, what we are doing is like when someone buy a hat, for
Yeah.
example, let's say the hat is like we give like 5% of the hat under the price, and
Yeah.
then we send the money. So today we're working on the one association with my friend.
Yeah.
She's in Africa. So the story is that they just come out from the war,
Yeah.
and those women, it starts already being raped.
Raped,
they've
yeah.
been, they
Yeah,
lost their
yeah.
family, and they are trying to rebuild. So the money helped to rebuild each woman's house.
Wow.
So when we send the money,
Yeah.
we pay like what they need
Yeah,
to build.
to build a
like
house.
slowly and
Yeah.
slowly and slowly, and we build one house at a time. And so then she have the house, and then
Yeah.
we start with another one, and then we start with another one. So
Wow.
that's who I'm working with now.
Yeah.
And we'll see after, I have another friend in India that I want to work with, who, helping young girls to for education.
Yeah.
For me, it's very important.
Yeah.
So that's where we want to do more of that. So more we sell. Sorry.
No, you can
More we
probably
sell,
drink some wine or
yes.
something.
More we sell, more we can help.
the more you can help.
Yes.
Yeah. Wow.
Yeah.
Wow, that's good that you're also giving back. You're not just making people look beautiful, but you're also empowering women,
Yes.
which is something that I feel like the world needs more of. Women to stand up and create and help.
Some need help.
Yes, yeah. And it's nice that it's not a guy's doing this. You get it, right?
Yeah.
It's a woman that's creating, because women love beauty. Like women create. I wish women would create more things for us. The world
Yeah.
would be really beautiful. Guys would just create in a hurry. You get it, right?
No. Yeah, but women does a lot of work was like close to the community.
Yeah.
Every day.
Mm.
Like if you take an example in Africa, like
Yeah.
women runs the world in Africa.
For real.
So they are
Mom,
they have a job,
yep.
taking care of the kids,
Mm.
they do the food,
Yeah.
they do the work, they do everything,
Yeah.
So
Quick question: what was growing up in Africa like? Back home.
So I didn't grow. I was born in Africa,
Okay.
and then we moved when I was like 5.
Yeah.
And the thing is, like, I grew up with my sister.
Yeah.
So this is like a southwest, southwest, southwest. It's like a, close to Lyon,
Oh,
you
okay.
know.
Yeah.
So I grew up there with some of my brother, with my sister,
Yeah.
and then my mom was back home at the time, and she was coming back. So I actually grew up with my sister. Yeah.
Gotcha. And then what about your dad?
My dad, he's in Africa.
Oh,
He's in
okay.
Cameroon, yeah.
Okay. Nice. So, what's the name of this? What's the name of this hat?
So
What's the name of this one? This
I
hat.
think this one is, oh my god.
Sorry to put you on the spot, but
Yeah.
she has beautiful names for each and every. She took the name from mother. She
Yeah.
said, "There's one called Rogos. There's
Yeah,
one
this
called
is-
Chinatown.
Okay, this is downtown.
This is downtown. Yep.
This is south end.
Okay.
North end.
Where's Cape Cod? Where's Cape Cod? I think that's Cape.
No, Cape Cod is here.
Cape Cod is there.
Yeah,
Okay.
and this is north end.
Yeah.
This is
Back Bay.
no, this is not that big. And this is you call the where they play the football. Green
Fenway.
Fenway.
Fenway. Yeah.
Fenway is over
Yeah.
there. And oh, I don't remember your name, baby.
It's okay. Take your time. Take your time. But don't be offended. But like, what made you pick these names? Like, why these locations to name your hat?
So because it's my first hat collection
Yeah.
in Boston.
Yeah.
And I love Boston.
Yeah,
I
yeah,
moved here
yeah.
years ago from Paris. It wasn't the love at the first sight, and then I developed like really deep with the relationship here with the city,
Yeah.
with friends and everything.
Yeah.
So like for me, I named the collection Boston to give homage to that city who gave me so much. You know?
Yeah.
I got married here.
Okay.
I have my graduation
Oh,
here.
yeah.
I have
Started the business
but yeah, I
here.
started business here. Have friends for family, like friends who become family here.
Yep.
So for me, it was kind of like give back, a little bit with the collection.
Collection.
And so I saw the map and I was like, okay, I'm gonna name each area a hat.
Gotcha.
And then put
Gotcha.
them all together, and was the Boston Summer Collection.
Wow. So you're all about giving back.
Yes, yes.
You're all
Yeah,
about giving
thank
back
you.
to. Yeah. No. That is good because you're not just taking. You're giving back.
Yeah.
Which is the most important thing, because even when you're providing a service, you're saying a space that needs to be filled. You're filling that space, but you're also from that process giving back to the people, which is like
Yeah, even the city, like I really think that, and Boston is not like a fashion, a big fashion
Yeah.
city compared to
New York. Yeah.
But you have in Boston, I have a shop who sell my stuff. I have online, and people follow you. People
Yeah.
are really, people actually are very, they take care. They tell you, oh, this was nice. This wasn't. They give you good feedback.
Yeah.
And they are very attached
Gotcha.
to that, and they make me be proud of being Bostonian designer, because why not?
Yeah. Okay, so we've talked about the fun part of being, this business. Let's talk about some not so fun part.
Yes.
Like remember, like those
I know
mornings
mine,
that
yeah.
you
I was so
you were so
every morning. I hate that.
it's so irritating.
I know.
Yeah, because this sounds fun. Everybody will want to do it, but
Yeah.
okay, we'll say the good part. Let's say some
Yeah.
uncomfortable side of being an entrepreneur. What are those sacrifices that you've sacrificed for your
Yes.
brand to be where it is today?
So the sacrifice I really like. You are alone. Like for now,
Mm.
I am by myself.
Yeah.
I don't have no one working for me.
Yeah.
So I do the creative part. I do the marketing part. I'm the one who call clients. Who call shops.
Yes.
Like you sleep late at night.
Yeah.
You always have something to do. A
Yeah,
mail
yeah.
to send. A bill to pay. You are doing the whole thing, and the creative part is fun, but it's just like 20% of the whole business,
Business,
because
yeah.
the rest is not that fun,
Yeah, yeah.
But you have to do it. You just have to work up and do it every day. It's a fun. You have to call your client.
That's
you have
true.
To, you have to. My second house is a post office.
Yeah, yeah, yeah,
So
yeah.
I'm going there almost, every week, like twice a week to, to send a product to my
Yeah.
customer. So you go in there, you online, you do that all the time, and you sometimes client is like, oh, it was a little bit big, let's fix it.
Yeah.
We bring it back, we do it again. It's just like, it's a business that you have to run.
That's
So
true.
it's not like I would love to have just the
Creative
part.
part, and then give
Yeah.
the rest to.
And
But for
then-
now,
yeah,
it's
but
like,
for now,
yeah,
I'm doing the whole thing, yes.
Yeah, yeah.
And sometimes you have to work. It's not sometimes you have to work late.
Late, yeah.
Sometimes, you want to go out with your friends. You want to have fun, but you cannot go because you have so much work
to do, yeah.
Because you're by yourself. If
Yeah.
you don't do it, no one
We'll
will
do
it.
it. Yeah,
So
that's so true.
kind of like see less friends, like you start to prioritize things.
Business, yeah.
Yes.
Hmm. And you have to have friends that are understanding too.
Yeah, they do.
Yeah.
I'm very blessed for that. Yes.
Yeah, that's dope. Cause like I was actually speaking with one of your friends about like this whole podcast, and like I was thinking of I mean as more I would love to just sit and have this conversation with,
Yes.
but not to do that and then just
And then to upload.
upload
and
and
do the whole,
and do the whole
Yeah.
yeah.
I understand because this is the fun part.
This is the fun part, yeah,
Yes.
the creation. But after that, it's like, oh, the next one takes so much time, man.
I mean,
Yeah.
it's like it's like last year I have someone to take care of my Instagram and
Yeah.
the whole thing, and then I find myself in the place that I was like, okay, I'm gonna learn how to do it myself.
Myself,
you know?
yeah.
And so I started to learn, and like just to put one post, I didn't even know how. Like you have to think about what you
Oh, right.
how, at what time, and the whole thing. I wasn't aware of the
Yeah,
whole thing, so
yeah.
it's just like learning process.
Wow.
Yeah.
Wow. So, but now, are you good at posting on Instagram?
Yeah, I do now.
You-
Like, good.
Good.
I don't know, but
So
I'm doing it.
So you're the one posting all those pictures
Yeah,
we
I'm
see.
doing everything.
Oh wow! No, they're great. They're great.
Okay,
Yeah.
thank you.
Yeah. No, the beauty about this process is that it once you know these things, it like I mean at first it's difficult, you get right, doing all this, posting and all that, but once it becomes part of you, you
Yeah,
just
it starts to
it
be more
becomes
natural.
automatic for you, you get right.
Yes,
And then when you get extra help, it's just more to be done, you get
Yes,
right.
Yes.
Yeah.
That's the point.
Yeah, like there's this musician that I know of. He when he first started it, he said he was gonna drop a song every day, but now he has to sing the song, he has to record the song, he has to edit the song, he has to do everything.
Yes.
So he didn't have a team.
Yes.
When he first started, it was very difficult, but now he got so good at it that he can do it like this by himself,
Yeah,
and then
just doing it.
yep.
Yeah.
Once he gets the team, it was now a plus for him.
And he knows what he wants.
Yeah.
And how to do it.
Yep.
So if it's not well done,
Yeah.
you can say that, oh, I'm not really happy here, because you know the process.
Yeah.
I think that's also good that you learn to
To do all by
everything.
by yourself.
Yeah, so at least you
Yeah.
have the clue.
Yeah.
Like it's not like they're having a conversation, you don't know
What they're talking about. Oh, wow, that's one of the good part of being in the process, because you learn
Yeah. And it's and the final is your product.
yeah, which like you see, you know what it wanted to look like.
Yes. It's your product. You know how you want it to look. You want how you want to sell it.
Yep.
You know what you want to say.
Yep.
All those things. So it's because I found myself, for example, when I didn't know, I have a hard time, for example, to put the right word of what I wanted to say.
Yeah,
And
yeah.
then it's also, and even that process also makes you be more in connect with the
Product.
know it
Yes,
better,
yes,
like,
yes.
okay, I'm gonna say this, and then the way that the audience react,
Yes.
and then you're gonna say something else, and then it teach you also how to how you customer
Will
react.
react.
Yeah.
Wow, it's like you have to get your hand dirty.
Yes.
You have to
You
go
have
in
to
there.
go
Yep,
in.
you have
Yeah.
to. You can't be like, I
Yeah.
can't. You know,
Yeah,
no, no,
not
no,
on the
no,
surface.
no, no.
You
Yeah,
really
you have to.
go, yes.
Yeah, yeah, and that's where the beauty comes from all this because you're part of the process. You are the process. You're not even part of it. You are the
Yes.
process.
Yes.
The process is you.
Yeah, the process is me.
And the result is this, so beautiful. Yeah. Imagine if you had given half of this to someone else. So do you think it would have been this unique?
No, I
Yeah,
don't think
yeah.
so. Because it's just like you come up with something.
Yeah.
And it's part of you. So
Yeah.
the creative process, like you're giving a part of you. It's like a giving. You
Yeah.
know? You have to be. That's why they say that artists are generous, like it's open heart.
Open
so
heart,
you're sharing
yeah.
something
Yeah.
about yourself in
Yeah.
that process. Yeah.
Oh wow. Quick question. So are you the type that will work on your weakness or double up on your strength? So you know how people like if you don't know something, will you go learn it or you have someone do it for you and then you just double up on the areas that you're good at?
Yes, I think first of all, I think you have to double of the area that you know,
Yeah.
and I think we also you have to be willing. If you don't know, you have to be willing to ask for help.
So
And
yeah,
that's a person that you're gonna call
someone, yeah,
who's gonna do it better than you. You
Yeah,
know?
yeah.
Yeah. But if you can learn how to do it, that's fine.
that's fine.
But
Yeah,
the process here is to grow. Okay,
Yeah,
so
yeah.
I think also it's good to ask for help sometimes.
Sometimes.
Yeah.
So when is that? So when is that time for you? When do you think you're like, okay, you know what, I need help?
I think I will know when I will
When
need
you-
help. Yes,
okay.
Yes, and I learned how to ask for help.
For
It wasn't it wasn't before, but yes, when I need help now, I ask.
yeah,
For now, I just keep things a little bit like in control.
yes,
Also because I'm going to Florence. I'm going to live in Florence for
Yeah.
4 months.
oh okay,
So I'm going to learn more
More.
hat techniques.
wow.
So,
So this is just a
this-
tip of
yeah,
the
This is just the
tip of the
starter.
iceberg. These are starters. We're dead. If you call this just a starting
It's a
point,
starting point
I
because
can imagine what.
Yeah, I think that when I'm gonna come back to that
Yeah.
school, I'm going there for 4 months and
Yeah.
learning 9:30
Yep.
a.m. to 5 p.m. for 4 months.
For just hats.
Hats, just hats.
Hey.
Yeah, so I think that when I'm gonna come out of that, it's gonna be another level.
No.
Yeah.
Just everybody go home. Because
So,
I'm not impressed with this, and you're just saying like
it's
this
good.
is good, but
that's
I
my
can make it.
problem.
Wow.
I'm never like content.
Content. You know,
Yeah.
it's not a problem. It's a good thing.
Okay.
No, we all. I think we all speak the same. Same with me. You probably think, yeah, you're big. You nah. It's like nah. There's more to be done. You know,
Yes,
there's
yes,
if
yes.
there's room for more, why not put it in? You
Yeah.
know.
I mean, I wanna be part of like big player.
Yes.
Hat making and
No,
so
for real.
I'm giving myself the opportunity to get there.
Yep. So what's the goal?
So the goal.
What's the
is-
goal? Speaking of, because I think this is the best time to talk about the goal
Yeah.
for you, your company, the
So,
brand.
that would be great to move to. I'm thinking about moving to New York.
Okay.
And have my showroom in New York.
Okay.
And create from there.
Yeah.
So that's the next step after Italy. So
Wow. Wow.
we'll see
Wow.
how it goes.
Nah, I know it's happening.
Yeah.
With you, I know it's happening. You're good, right? Yeah. So, what's also like, what's next for the brand?
Yes.
I mean, before you go to like Italy, like what else do you have coming up for? What should we be expecting or watching out for?
So for now, I'm gonna set up with the summer collection.
Yeah.
I have some fall collection gonna come, but not a lot. Just like a limited collection. Like it's gonna be like 6.
6.
Because I'm leaving for this summer.
Yeah. So you don't want to do too
I
much.
don't want to do too much.
Yeah,
Exactly.
yeah.
And I think I had a lot of hats. So I've been doing hats almost every day. My house.
It's a hot house.
My house. When you open the door, they are boxes, and they are all over the floor. They are all over. I have a lot now. Yeah.
Wow. Wow. How does and you're married too?
Yes, I am.
Happily married. So how, like how does your husband cope with all this? You know,
Oh, he loves
he
that.
loves it. Hey,
My husband, he's being really helpful. When I left Paris, we met in Spain and
yeah,
moved Paris to come here. You know, it was a long process, and then I wanted to go back to school, and he helped me through the process, like very supportive
yeah.
all the time.
Oh,
Like
that's
difficult time. I arrived in Boston, I didn't speak any English.
yeah,
You know,
yeah.
it's like no English, and I have to learn.
Really
Yes, yes. I like really like basic stuff.
basic stuff. Yeah.
And I have to go back to school, and I thought that yeah,
Um,
I can make this work.
what?
And,
But no.
I had a really hard time at school
Yeah.
in the beginning,
Yeah.
and but I find myself being with a teacher at School of Fashion Design who helped me so much.
So
Guys, you
much.
don't even have no idea. Like
Who is
they
this
was
person?
really
Yeah.
supportive with me, you know, helping me doing my homework. I
Yeah.
have a teacher, Lisa, who was she, you know, she makes me come a little bit early in the morning, like at 7:30. The school was starting at 9, and helped me do my homework because she saw that I was struggling so much.
Yeah.
And that help like was amazing for me.
Mm.
So yeah, so just and he's very happy, and you know, he just see me do what I love, and he loves that. Yes.
No, that's nice. That's nice. So you talk about how you went to school for all this, and you're even going back to school for more. My next question is: do you believe in talent or you believe in hard work?
Both.
Both.
Yes, yes.
Why is that?
But more hard work.
More hard work.
But you can have, I mean, talent is great.
Yeah,
You know, when
yeah.
someone have a talent, it's just for easier. If it's someone have talent and it is a hard worker, both
Yeah.
combined.
Ooh.
You know,
Finish.
You know what I mean?
Yep,
Exactly.
yep,
Like you
yep.
you can do a lot of hard work, but you don't have the talent. You can get that.
Get
too.
that,
But
yeah,
the
too.
hard work is very important because if you have the talent, you don't do the hard work, it's not gonna happen.
For real. For real.
So you really have to combine the hard work. The hard work is so you know, you have an idea, it's great, but if you don't put yourself and work there, it will never happen.
It will never
So
happen.
without the hard work, it cannot happen.
Mm.
Yeah.
Do you believe in working smart or working hard?
Oh, you can do both.
You can do both.
Yeah.
I want to hear that because I hear people say, "Oh, you got to work hard and not smart." And for me, I believe in working hard. You have to work. You have to work hard before you can work smart. You get right.
Yeah,
There's
that's
no
true.
way
That's
you cannot, because when you do it consistently for,
become smart.
then you know, yeah, you become smart at it
Yeah,
and say, okay, now I'm not gonna make this mistake. Now I just have to do this. You understand, right?
That's so true.
That's yeah, but
That's so true.
I think we live in a
Before you
world
become smart.
smart. You have to work really hard to.
Yeah.
I mean, you worked hard before you did this, and now you're like, okay, I'm smart. I can know how to just cut
Yes.
to make it quicker without going
Exactly.
through.
Yes.
Yeah.
Yes, but yeah, you're so right. You become smart.
You, you have to read.
You have to work hard. That's so true. Yes, I agree. I never thought about that way.
Yeah, that's nice. So I see this hat have like smoke like around.
Burn the
What? Is that part of the design?
Yes.
Oh wow.
How
How did you come up with that?
I just like her because.
But it looked beautiful.
It felt. I think
Yes.
like. So this is Cape Cod. Okay.
Cape Cod. So it's a beautiful place and a beautiful hat. I think yeah, you perfectly. This looks like Cape Cod. Yeah.
Yes, right. And then it was like too clean for me. I
Yeah.
found it was like too clean.
Oh,
And I was
wow.
like,
Hmm.
I'm gonna make it dirty it a little bit, you know, just to have like a cachet something.
Yeah.
And actually, I like the burning because it gives something different. Yeah. Other than that, it's just flat. I think that I want to. It was too clean, and I like to have something more.
So this is contrasting because
Yes,
you
I
like
the
clean
comfort.
things.
Yes.
You like clean things. You like unique things, but you
Yes.
still also want it to be
Yes.
a little.
Exactly.
You want that balance. Why?
So, yes, because so I have a personality, like I have a feminine, very strong feminine, but I also have a man, like both together.
Both together.
So the way I dress.
Yes,
You know, I like
yes.
the feminine part, but also I like men part.
Some
But
a
I
little
like
bit
to
of
wear men's shoes,
yeah.
hats, stuff. I like to combine.
Ooh.
And so I think like when it's like it was too feminine for me.
For you,
And
yeah.
that's why I burned to give like a little bit
Ah,
of masculine on that, so it can blend both together. So
I like that. I like that. I like the fact that you try to mix both work
yeah,
to
both
to
energies
yeah.
will connect very well. Yeah.
Yo, this is amazing. I I wish everyone was coming from where you're coming from when they make things. I think the world would be a better place.
Yeah.
But what do you think about guys? So you're a lady that loves to mix guys and what do
Oh,
you
I
think
love
about guys? Do you have anything against guys that wear like okay they're like okay I want to put a little bit of feminine stuff in this
Yes.
outfit. What do you think about that?
Mm, I love that.
You love that?
Um,
Hmm.
I love when man is in touch with his feminine part,
Oh.
and then
Huh.
he owns that.
Hmm.
You
Oh.
know, because I think it's a very important part of the man. And if you woman can play with a masculine and men,
Yeah,
why
yeah.
don't men cannot? You know,
Ooh, this is a
I think it's very clear
this is a
thing.
switch of conversation. I want to know more about. Okay, let's spend a little time on this
Okay,
on this topic. Okay, so what are those? Number one, how does a man even know his feminine side? Do you think every man has a feminine side?
Oh yeah, I think so.
Wow. Let me look around.
Okay,
I'm looking for my feminine side.
but yeah,
Okay, well, yeah.
you can have it like I think that for example when you smile,
Yeah.
you have a sweet,
Yeah,
like
yeah.
a sweet smile.
Yeah.
It can be that. You can also be because you're sensitive
Yeah.
about maybe you're more compassion about people.
Mm.
Like there's certain people they don't have that sense of compassion.
Yeah.
And you will be more compassion to people like like the quality that women have about like being generous, being open. Men can have that. It doesn't mean that because you wear something.
Something.
It's
Yeah.
about you, your personality. Who
Personality.
you are. Yes.
Yeah. Yeah. Ooh.
And you can if I have a lot of men personality because I have 7 brothers.
7 brothers. Yeah.
So I have that in me, and you also have. You can know when a guy have a lot of sister.
Mm. How do you know?
Because he knows women.
Okay.
He grew up
Okay.
around women.
Okay. So can you tell if I have a lot of sisters or not?
Oh yes, you do.
You know what's funny? So
No.
I don't have sisters, but
You
I grew up with women. Like I grew up with sisters. Like
Women.
yeah,
Yeah.
yes. Even in
Yeah, you can do
if
that.
even in this building, I'm the only guy here.
Yeah, I can. Yeah, you have a 2. I did. Yeah.
Yeah. So
But you have that, thing. Yeah, I think men can be and be in touch with that sense of themselves about this feminine side, and that feminine side actually is beautiful because it's just about
wow.
what you're talking about,
What we're
and
talking
it's
about.
not about. Sometimes guys are like when they say about feminine, and it's just like you're gonna be feminine and maybe wear makeup, or like it's not. It's just it's about.
Yeah, it's not about wearing makeup and
Yeah, no.
yeah,
It's not about
It's
not
about
that.
having that soft spot sometimes.
Exactly.
Yep.
Exactly.
Softness.
Yes.
And then it's the opposite for the female too, having that strong spot.
Yeah.
Yep.
But she's a feminine, but then she's gonna
She's
have
still gonna have that strong push.
Yeah.
Yeah. I think my feminine side is I used to I like pink. Pink is my favorite color.
Yeah. See?
Yeah. So I used to wear pink and then I started
you
wearing.
should.
Why are you wearing pink? Are you a girl? Why are you
No,
wearing
no.
pink? So I just kind of stop wearing.
Oh,
Like
no, please.
there was a point where my hair was pink. Like I dyed my hair
And
pink.
you should.
Yeah, that was yeah.
I like that.
No, that's it. It's good to hear that because we don't hear that every time.
Yeah.
You get it, right?
You're expressing yourself, and also something that people think that fashion is just about. Fashion is it's like a language that you speak with the world without speaking to people. The way you dress.
Yeah.
You are telling people
Mm.
who you are without even you don't know you guys having conversation.
Wow.
You can see someone and you know that he's a banker or he's a teacher.
Wow.
Like, he's a musician.
Wow.
You wear that on you that you have this like what you wear.
It's a language.
It's a language, absolutely. Yeah.
Wow.
It's a language that you have with other people.
It's interesting to hear you speak about it like this because for me I don't see it that way. You get it, right? For me I just see it as
You just see
I just see clothes. I just understand, right? But I have a friend that one of my roommates, Tenny, her, like she speaks the same way you speak about clothes, and I'm like, how do you see that? Like, how do you
because
see
clothes
that?
talk. You know,
Clothes talk.
the way you dress, like
Yeah.
if you go for a day,
Okay.
okay,
Yeah.
it's not like you're going to shop at Walmart, or
mm,
it's not like
mm.
you're going to the gym.
Yeah.
So clothes talk.
Oh, wow.
You know.
How does this hat speak? Because I want to get one now.
Yeah.
Okay, so let's. What conversation with this hat? Like one of give me an example for any of them. Like how do they speak?
So this was one.
Yeah.
This is one of purple.
Yep.
Oh, this is actually, now I remember, Provincetown.
Provence.
So
Wow.
my boys at Provincetown are very bold.
Yeah.
It's a bold city.
Gotcha.
I saw purple. We
Yeah.
love purple.
Oh, wow.
So this is an example of the men hearts have a feminine energy on that. And the conversation is really about the way you interact with that. Like, how can you gonna wear this? How can you gonna feel confident with this hat?
Yeah.
Just how do you gonna make it be your hat?
Yeah. So in what situation do we put Provincetown?
So you can put him for everyday. This one is the everyday hat.
Everyday hat.
This is so you have certain hat
Yeah.
the downtown is not everyday.
Yeah, downtown is not every day. I don't go there every day.
Bold. So this one is a everyday. It's not every day, for dates.
Yeah.
You go to the cinema, you go to dinner with friends.
Yeah,
You go to
yeah.
restaurant, and then it give you the access, you have something, you have that more.
Okay, honestly, I don't even, but I like the fact that you speak to this hat. You speak their language, you understand? What about this one here?
So
Cape Cod, yeah.
So she's a woman.
Okay.
With this masculine that we talk. So this is a Cape Cod. You on the weekend, you go to the beach. Or
Beach,
you just
yeah.
go to Cape Cod,
Ah,
go to the restaurant,
yeah,
go to the
yeah,
city.
yeah. This is the
Show
perfect.
yourself, you it's a weekend romantic. Your guys call you. I bring you to the weekend romantic.
Yeah.
You're okay, I have something I can wear for Cape Cod, and I think it represents the color, the natural.
Yeah,
the sea,
yeah.
And then with this, and also something is good about this hat is you can wear with, most of them goes with a lot of outfits.
Yeah.
You can wear with jeans.
Yeah.
You can wear with a beautiful gown dress.
Yeah.
You can wear with a cocktail dress. It depends the way you wanna make it look fashionable. Yeah.
Wow. So you didn't just name them the places, but you are also, they represent
Yes, that place.
that place.
Yes,
That's look. I think a genius is not just someone that designs a car. You get it, right? A genius is someone that designs a hat and speak. This is amazing. For real. You don't even know how. For me, I'm just blown away by what you're doing right now. And no, for real,
Thank
for real.
you.
Yeah.
For example, the
Which one?
The stadium.
This one here?
This one.
Oh,
Yeah.
sorry.
So when you go to how do you call it?
Fenway.
Fenway.
Yeah,
So
hold on,
This
let me-
one for my women in Fenway.
Yeah.
So when you go to Fenway to see a game,
Yeah.
and it's summer,
Yeah.
and the sun.
Yep. This is perfect.
So this is just perfect, and you can shake, and then you're just it's like a umbrella in your face.
But with style.
Yes.
It's an umbrella with style.
Yes, exactly. It's like a skirt.
Wow.
Kind of tiny skirt, but
Yeah.
make it so she can be so style, but
Thank you so much for taking care of our women for us. Not, when they're under the sun, you're thinking about them, and yeah, that's nice. Okay, so let's talk about your shops.
yes.
Where can people find this? First is that how did you get the stores that you put these hats in? Where?
So usually they contact me.
Oh wow.
Yes, they contact me. So I have one here now
Yeah.
in Boston, Willow. It's in Soa Market.
Okay.
So you can.
Some market in South End, right?
Yes,
Oh yeah,
exactly,
yeah.
South End. So
Wow.
And we also have an online shop that you can find on the online shop. Yeah.
Gotcha. So can you, if someone want to reach out to you or get this
Yes.
hats, can you drop your, Instagram, website, social media, anything?
Yes. Okay. So yes, you can find me at a log design.
Yep.
On Instagram, and on the a log design on Instagram, you also have the shop there.
Gotcha.
You also can contact me on my personal Instagram, was like a Salome Kopasz on
Kopasz.
Instagram.
Gotcha.
We also have a Facebook
Mm.
and a Pinterest on the same name, a log design.
Oh wow, wow, wow. That's amazing. Guys, we have heard it from her. If you those of you watching this video, you guys are like, for me, I saw value in this hats when you started breaking them down and telling me how each one, it became, this is not just a hat, this is actually a place. It represents so much energy. You get me, right? But at first I was just seeing hats here, but now I see really where you're coming from. So 100%, guys. I recommend go pay a visit. Follow on Instagram. Like just support. You get me, right? These are our local businesses, and we definitely 100% have to support them. So before we end this conversation, what's an advice that you have for a female listening to you right now, that has a passion for something, and haven't just like known how to start, or just holding back or something, like what's an advice for them?
Yeah, I mean, first of all, they need to reach for help.
Yep.
There's always a way how to make things happen.
That's true.
Like at the moment that you have an idea,
Yeah.
you just figure out the way how to make it happen. There's always a way.
Gotcha.
You have to reach to someone who knows
Mm.
the specific area that you wanna, do.
Yeah,
Let's
yeah.
say if it's fashion.
Fashion,
let's say
yeah.
if it's like real estate,
Mm.
or so someone on your community who's like work on the real estate.
Yeah.
Like, okay, she's the one. I'm going there ask question.
Yeah.
If a entrepreneur, you go and ask question. How do you make this happen? How do you start? All that question actually can help you to start. And so it's really important because when you start a business, you do a lot of mistakes and
Yes.
stuff. And
Yeah.
someone who's come when you go to that person who already there,
Yeah.
is gonna help you,
Avoid those mistakes.
Exactly, some
Yeah,
mistakes.
yeah.
So reach to the community, the person who already there,
Yeah.
and ask questions.
Yeah.
That's what I would say.
No, that's a powerful. That's something I believe in too. Like, I wouldn't let someone make the same mistake that I've made already.
No, you want to share.
Sure,
right?
yeah. If I can make you skip some mistake, because the truth is that mistakes that I handle, I don't think some people can handle it. Yeah, you get right. So yeah, it can break some people. Yeah. Wow, that's powerful. So you said they should ask for help.
Yes.
And what else do you think?
So ask for help, and something also is like believe.
Mm.
Believe. Be sure that this is what you want to do. Believe in it, because no one will believe more than you.
You
have
facts,
to believe.
fact.
And dream is like a baby,
Mm.
and you have to also hold it and protect it,
Yeah.
before you put it out there and work, and start just to work on it.
Wow.
Really, like, believe in what you want to do. It's not going to be simple every day. There will be a day you're like, I don't really know if I want to do, because you're going to doubt. We doubt every day.
You doubt yourself too.
Oh, yes,
With all this love, and if you tell me that, I wouldn't believe it. But
Yeah, no,
thanks
you
for saying
should.
that.
As an entrepreneur,
Yeah, every
doubt
day,
there.
yeah. Wow.
So you doubt sometimes.
Yes.
You're like, I don't know if I'm doing this right.
Yes.
And I'm still on the learning, and
Wow.
the company is really young. It's like a year.
Yeah,
So
yeah.
I'm still learning a
Yeah,
lot.
yeah.
So it's just like, being there and trying, to do. And also you have to do it.
Yes.
Yeah, the whole thing, like, you have to start
Yep.
and just keep doing it.
No, no one is gonna do it for you.
No.
Nah, you have to. No, I like what you said. You have to believe in yourself,
Yeah.
but not just believe in yourself, but you have to do it for
Yes,
yourself,
yes.
because no one else is going to do it.
Yeah. No one
Very,
will
very,
believe, no
very
one will
powerful.
believe for
Very
you.
powerful.
Yeah.
Very powerful. Because people think sometimes believing is enough, but
No, I think it's a.
have you ever heard the
it's a
saying, "She
beginning.
believed in herself and she did it"? Something like that. You ever heard that saying? Yeah, it's one thing to believe in his beginning.
Yeah, yeah, this is just a beginning.
Beginning, and then there is the part where you have to
Yeah,
now
you have to
go
do
do
right?
it.
So you do what you believe in.
Yeah,
Right?
yeah.
So yeah.
what's the next step after doing?
So I think, for example, if we're in fashion, like
Yeah.
if we talk about a product,
Yeah.
so do one and
Yes.
see if people like it.
Okay.
You know,
Yeah.
like ask, how do you think? Can you buy it? Can you
Yes.
sell it?
Can you
Because,
sell
okay,
it?
it's good that it's beautiful stuff, but if you cannot sell them,
Then yeah.
So try one and try two and see how it goes. See how people react to
Mm,
that.
mm.
That's very important because it's gonna give you the direction that you're gonna take.
Yeah.
Like, okay, maybe I put this more. Maybe the color,
Yeah.
not like the color that much.
Yeah.
You know, maybe the shape, maybe because there's always something to improve.
Proof,
But
yeah.
the first thing is like to put the product out there and see how people react to it.
100%.
Because that's gonna tell you
Yeah.
if you're gonna sell this product or not.
That's true. That's true. So the last question is because we kind of like, but I like the fact that you brought this. How do you handle, negative comments and critics?
Yeah.
Because I know definitely you've had those
Yes,
moments
I
too.
do,
And how do
yeah.
you handle things like that?
It's very difficult. So most of the time I just ignore them.
Ignore them. Okay.
So if it's like a constructive,
Yeah.
something that's gonna make me, like, oh, she's right
Mm.
about my work. Like maybe this is I can do this better. It's I can take it.
Gotcha.
But if it's just like a meme, I don't even answer.
You don't even answer.
No,
Yeah.
because I don't
Yeah.
want to lose my time.
Time, yeah.
I like when people come to me and actually tell me that, they tell me, this could be better here.
Yeah.
I'm a good
Listener.
because I want to improve myself.
That's so true.
I don't know everything.
Yeah. Yeah.
And sometimes you do a product that you love, like you love the product, but people are like, okay,
And you're like,
they don't like it that much.
you have to go change.
So you have to listen to
Yeah.
the customer.
Yeah.
Because it's not about you doing the product you love, but you also have to, very important to listen to the customer,
Yeah.
right?
Yeah. I mean, because they're the one buying it.
Exactly.
Yeah.
You're not.
Yeah, you're not the
work
one buying it
yourself.
for yourself. Or else you just have your
Yeah.
room full with
Yeah,
hats and
like,
wearing them every
my
day.
museum,
Man,
yes.
yeah, wow.
Yeah.
Okay,
So
no.
it's that, you can have, so using that platform also can help you to improve
Yes.
your business but you can also ask questions to your customers. So, like, they can come with questions, but you can
Yeah.
also ask them. So usually what I do is like when I send a customer something, I go back, send an email,
Feedback.
sometimes call feedback.
Yeah.
How
do
it
you-
works,
yeah.
do you want? And sometimes if I see them on the street, that I check, like, sometimes I put it
Yeah.
you have to put it like that.
Oh yeah, they don't put it the right way.
Yeah.
That's me, definitely, 100%.
So if she's wearing my
But
design,
that-
like that,
You're
I'm
like,
gonna come and just
yep,
like
yep, yep.
fix it.
You know what's
Oh,
funny?
like, right.
As a trainer, I do the same thing too.
Yeah.
I could be training you, and then I see another client doing something wrong, and I'm like, hold on, no,
Yeah.
don't do this.
Do it right.
Do it right.
I know, it's just that. But you have to just, but the most beautiful thing is just like when you see someone where
Yeah.
you design,
That's-
that's the best.
Wow. No, this was amazing. Honestly, I would love for us to go for hours, but hopefully, we'll get you back when you
Yeah.
come back from, Italy.
Yeah.
We want to have you here and, share,
Really love to come back.
but like, what's the next show for you? Is there a show coming up for the brand or?
Not
Not
now.
now, okay.
For now, we gonna just take the small capsules coming for the fall,
Yeah.
and then we'll have a new collection next year.
Boom.
Yeah.
Hey, this was amazing. This was amazing. This was a great time. No, thank you so much for coming on the podcast and talking about your beautiful brand and just making me realize the value of my feminine side.
I'm glad.
But yeah, this was a great time. Okay, guys, thank you so much for listening to the podcast. She already dropped her Instagram, everything. Make sure you guys go follow her, show love, support.
Thank you.
Honestly, this was amazing.
Yeah.
I like the fact that we ended up with you just, letting people know that first ask for help if you need help, and then also believe in yourself, and don't just believe in yourself. Fucking do it.
Yeah.
Do it. Like it's not enough to just have a dream and just
Yeah.
sit back. You have to go out and do
Yeah.
something. Yeah.
The miracle is
The miracle is
natural.
it's natural. Oh wow. Okay. So with that said, okay, I'll see you guys next week.
Thank
and remain blessed. Peace.